Hey guys, so in this video we'll be learning how to build a website using Squarespace. So if this is something you'd like to learn how to do, then watch this video. Okay, so Squarespace offers a 14-day free trial without needing to enter a credit card. So you can click get started. Okay, and then we're gonna choose a template. So I'm thinking of making a restaurant website. So we'll click restaurant. And these are the templates they have available. Okay, so you can just preview them here as well. So you can check how they look like on desktop, tablet, and mobile. Okay, so let's look at the other ones down here. Okay, so I'm liking this one over here, Auburn and Juniper. So let's just preview them both. Inspired Thai cuisine. Yeah, I like Thai food, so let's use this design. So click start with this design. Okay, then it's gonna ask you to make an account, so you can just sign in. Okay, great. So now it's asking to give our site a title. So let's just say, so it'll be a Thai restaurant. So let's say Thai Delicious. Okay, so they're just giving you a run through of how to use their platform. So click next. So we'll create pages after, next, and let's get started. Okay, great. So here's an overview of our website so far. Yeah, so essentially we have the layout. Now we just need to update the content. So to do that, what you want to do here is click edit, and then it'll open up, and now we can edit our sections here. Okay, so let's just change the font here to base it in Toronto. So Toronto Thai cuisine, and just change this voted Toronto's. Okay, so that's how you would, so it's the same as using like a text editor. You're able to make it bold, so we can make it bold. Here we can increase or make it all on one line or expand it. So for SEO, we want to make sure there's one H1, so one heading 1 on our page. Okay, and then we can change the color here as well. Okay, so let's just keep it the white as before. Okay, and in this section, we can add additional elements called blocks. So let's add a button. So over here, we're able to move it around. So we can add it under here, and let's just add the text and change it to contact or order now. And then we can link to a page. So let's just say contact page. Okay, and then click save. Okay, and then editing the image again. Over here, we can also edit the image. So I like this image, but let's just reposition it here. So we can move it a little bit closer to the plate. And then we can add image effects as well. Let's see what they have here. So like a grainy effect. Okay, so more of a zoom effect. Yeah, so this one's like a parallax scrolling effect. So I like that. So we'll do that. And then, so the opacity, you can increase or decrease it here. So we'll leave it at how it was at 25. And then it also gives you the option to add videos and clip art. So I think you only be using videos or images, but again, when using videos, keep in mind that it may slow the website down if you're using an uncompressed video. So make sure that it's optimized for speed as well. Okay, and then here's the format. So you're able to increase the spacing with the row count. So in terms of the gaps, if you wanted space or more tightly packed together, you can do that here. And then down here, we can edit all this as well. So this is the same process as just clicking what you want to edit. So you're able to edit the content and the design. Okay, so let's go into editing the color scheme. So we can do that here in site styles. So over here, we're able to edit the fonts, the colors, animation, and spacing. So in terms of the font, let's see what they have by default. Okay, so you can switch that here. Okay, let's find a nice font. This one over here. Yeah, so this font here looks a bit nicer. So you can edit the font over there, as well as the base sizing. So this is how the sizing will be across the entire website. Okay, and then after we can look over the colors. So this is the color palette, so we can change the color palette over here. Some more of this yellow look. I like more of like using neutral colors. So let's see what they have here. Yeah, so something like this looks pleasing on the eyes. It's kind of like a sunburst kind of look, and the buttons are still easy to read. Okay, so again, you can change your coloring here, as well as each individual color as well. So you can add animations here in the animation section. So if you want to give it like a fade look, as well as the speed. So let's see what they have here. The sliding effect looks nice. Yeah, so I like the sliding effect, and then I'll just keep it as medium. Then over here is the spacing. So this is how much width the page has. So the bigger you make this, the more spaced out it'll be. So if you see, if we make it a little bit smaller, everything is more packed in together, and you see the menu expanding and contracting. So we'll keep it how it was before at 1600 pixels. Okay, and the site margin over here. Again, this has to do with the spacing of each container. So how much they're spaced out. So we'll just keep it as the default. Okay, and then buttons. Essentially how these buttons are styled. So right now it's like in a pill form, but we can change it to like a square. I like this one. It's more of like a leaf, which goes with the Thai cuisine. So it's a petal. And then again, you can change the spacing and the outline here. So let's just click to apply to all buttons. Lastly, they have just the image blocks here. So these are just how the images are presented. So I think just by default, it should be fine. Just make sure you're uploading well-optimized images. Okay, so that's how we would set up the style. So we can close this and then look over our website. And we can also see how it looks on mobile over here. So again, you see this button over here, it's not centered, so we can move it over here to the center. And then that won't affect our desktop view. So you want to make sure that the website looks presentable on mobile as well, especially with a restaurant website, because that's where most of the traffic is going to come from, is on a mobile device. Okay, so just look through everything here. If you want to center it, we can do that over here in their alignment settings. So let's say center this. Oh. And just be careful about moving the elements. And then we can center the text as well. And again, the button as well here. I prefer it to be centered. So just go through down and then just check out that all the content is easily readable on mobile. If it's too small, you can increase the font size as well. Okay, and then lastly, let's edit the header and the footer. So let's edit the site header. So we can add in a logo. Okay, so I don't have a specific logo for this project, but let me just use my business logo. Okay, so you can add in a logo and then increase the height over here. As well as make sure you check it out on mobile as well. As on mobile, you can also play with the sizing. Okay, and then continue with the header, the elements available. So we can add in a button here. So yeah, so something like booking a table. So in our case, let's just do contact us or order now. And then I'll lead to the contact page, which we'll make after. Okay, and then our social links, we can add that over here. So again, once you have your social media accounts, you can set that up over here and they'll appear on this side. And you can enable or disable this. Since we don't have them available at the moment, we'll just disable it first. Okay, and then if you're an international website, then you can enable a additional language, but you'll have to set this up to do the translations and regions, so we'll skip that for now. So again, this is how it'll look like on desktop, so you can fix that over here. And this is the mobile layout. So if we look at the menu, Okay, so you can also have different layouts. So we can do like more of a centered look, the logo in the middle. I like this one over here where it's more aligned, so I'll go with that one. And again, with the spacing for the header, you can edit that over here. Okay, and then with the mobile, you can edit the spacing. So this is how the mobile menu will look like. Okay, so let's click save for editing our header. And then lastly, on this, let's just edit our footer. So edit footer. And again, all of these links are free to edit. So you can add in your address here, or we'll delete one as well. So we can delete this one. Social links, again, we don't have, so we can hide that. And then the text made with Squarespace, we don't need that, so we can delete that. And then let's add another section over here. Let's just add some more text. So we can add here, Hi Delicious is a top restaurant in Toronto. Okay, and then we can add additional elements again. So maybe we can add, let's see what they have here. So let's just add a map and see how that'll look like. We click our map, we can shrink it down a little bit and just make it aligned with the other elements. Yep, so this looks nice. And then again, let's work on just cleaning up the row count so we can lower the spacing here so that it's more compact. You can add a background and then the colors again. Okay, so we can play with the coloring here, make it a white. Yep, so this one looks nice. So we can just keep it like this. Okay, and then this looks good for our footer, and let's click save. I think this is good for our homepage. Now we'll work on setting up other pages. So we can exit. And over here in website, these are our current pages over here. So we have menu, so we can have a custom menu over here. So these pages are already included in the demo, so it's not just the home page. Okay, so they have a reservation already available. Then these are your blogs and then the locations. So again, with editing these pages, it's the same process that we did to edit the home page. Okay, yeah, so this is pretty much the contact form. So we can link this to the order now button and the other button we had on the home page. So if you go into home, go here into edit site headers, and then with the elements slash locations. So we have the page here. We can just link that and then save. And then over here, we can edit this link to reservations. Then we can change it to the text to book a table. And click save. Then exit. Okay, and then if we check our website, then we click order now. Links to the location page. Then over here, if we click book a table, links to our reservation page over here. Okay, great. So let's create a new page. So over here, you can set up different pages. So we can use like a page layout. So these are examples of templates that which you can use. But what I like doing is duplicating pages. So you can duplicate it. So let's duplicate the reservation page. Okay, so now we have a page exactly like the reservation page. Let's just name this reservation. So let's say we have multiple restaurants. So let's say reservations Toronto. And then to add it to the menu, we would just drag it up. Okay, so what else we can also do is edit each individual page. So their data, so for SEO purposes over here, so this is the general settings. So this is the title. So let's just add in our restaurant. So Thai Delicious over here as well. And then in the label, we can just keep it as home. But this is important for SEO. Okay, so our pages are enabled. And then if you want to password protect it, then you can add that here. Okay, so this is how the site will look like on Google listings. So we can edit the SEO settings here. Yeah, so we want to make sure we enter a description. So let's just say Toronto's best Thai food. So you see over here, this is the site title, and then this is the description. So we can add this into the site title as well. So look like that, and then description. So you want to make sure that these are filled out in order to rank better on Google. So we can click save. Okay, and then we can exit this and then go back into the settings. And this is the social images. So if you want to share your website on social media, this is how it'll look like. So you can change the image. So right now it's just using the logo because that's the first image added. And then this section you can add in code. So specifically if you have Google Analytics or Google Tag Manager, then the code would be added here. Okay, so over here in social sharing, we can search for images. So they have some free images here. So let's just change it to say something like this. Click add image. Okay, great. So when you share your website on social media, it'll look like this for the post. Okay, we can click save. Okay, so over here in website tools, if you know any CSS, you can directly change elements through here, as well as back here in websites, adding additional code. So again, header and the footer, we can add additional codes here, but you'll need to have an upgraded plan based on this lock. Okay, and then they have some marketing features such as an announcement bar. So if we enable this over here, it'll look like this. So we can just say a free appetizer with all purchases, with all orders above $50. And then you can add a link. So we can do say /reservation Toronto. Okay, and then again, this requires an upgraded plan. So we'll just disable that and click save. Yeah, so essentially our website is completed over here. So let's just finish off with some additional features that Squarespace has to offer. So they also offer e-commerce as well. So if you want to sell products online, you can do that here. And again, some more marketing features about creating an email newsletter. So that can help with generating more sales. So that's available out the box. And then anyone subscribes to your newsletter, you can create a campaign in order to provide promotions to your subscribers. Okay, and then over here we have the analytics. Okay, and then this just shows you your traffic data. This is good for seeing which traffic sources you should invest more time and money into if you're getting a lot of traffic and orders or customers. You can even set up a scheduling page where people can make appointments online. So this would be good for maybe like a fitness coach or like a law firm. So we can close this. You would just need to set up your availability and just the design, but it's the same process as we did for the homepage. So with Squarespace, it makes it really easy to get up and running with a website, as they already provide pre-made templates where you just need to add in your company information and images, and then everything else is taken care of. So this concludes the end of the video. I hope you were able to create a website using Squarespace. Please like and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.